These movies really, I mean,
Amen. I know.
really set the standard for time travel movies. Feels like I watched a movie yesterday.
It's SINA. She ruckus. Deadbeat. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a movie reaction channel, and we like to react to first-time movie watches on this channel. And if you're seeing the black screen behind me, that means this is a special edition of the Big Llama Show, and we are featuring a special guest reactor with me. And we're going to continue our series. We're going to bring out Blackout AD, who is a Twitch streamer, and he hosts the Sunday live streams with me at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday. We watched Back to the Future Part 1, and now we're going to watch Back to the Future Part 2. You guys loved it. You guys, wanted to see more of AD, so we're going to bring him on here in just a second so that we can talk about Part 2, what he knows about it, and what he thinks is going to happen. And I'm going to do my best not to say a damn thing because I don't want to ruin the movie for him. Before we get to that, remember, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure that you become a member of the Llama Nation. Help support the channel. And before we get started, I forgot to do this last time. Today, we're going to go with a cherry limeade. That's what we're working on tonight. That's our bubbly water for tonight. Make sure you got that high quality H2O. All right, let's bring on AD and let's ask him a couple questions and we'll get right into the movie watch. Here we go. All right, everybody, we got AD here again, live from Colorado. And welcome back to the Big Llama Show, and welcome back to our another movie reaction. This time we're doing Back to the Future Part 2, as we talked about. What do you think is going to happen in Part 2? What are you excited about?
I'm excited to see where the story continues from. I know a lot less about Part 2 because everything I remembered from this was from Part 1. Like everything I remembered from Back to the Future. I think besides the Cubs winning the World Series. I think that's all I know.
Any predictions on what's happening in Part 2?
Nah, honestly, I kind of just want to let this one ride out because, like I said, I knew a little bit of last time, so I was kind of piecing it together, the whole review. I feel like this time I need to react to it a little bit and let it just come to me. So I don't really know expectations or any thoughts of what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it come.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna get right to the movie reaction, guys. Again, make sure you got your high quality H2O. Make sure you got your beverages, your food, whatever it is you got to do. We're gonna get right into the movie reaction. Here we go. So we pick up on Saturday, the next day.
Man, you a sight for sore eyes. Where?
Yeah, see-through glasses. I mean, see-through tie.
Looks like it.
Go ahead, quick! Get in the car!
I'm enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Flying DeLorean?
What the hell is going on here?
Oh wow.
Yeah, the budget's definitely bigger in this one.
What the hell was that?
At 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015?
Only 7 years ago.
Jennifer,
You're already here, sweetheart.
I don't know how to tell you this, but
You don't need to ask these questions.
you're in a time machine.
I bet it's a big house with lots of kids and...
They aren't together, huh?
Doc, what the hell are you doing? Then what did you bring her for?
I had to do something. She saw the time machine. I couldn't just leave her there without information.
Wait, so she just knocked out for the whole movie? That's so messed up. It's worse than saving her.
Did you see that? I mean, I don't know if you realize that's a different actress.
Nah, I didn't.
It is.
They all look the same to me.
Right now, it's pouring rain.
Years to my life. They also replaced my spleen and colon. What do you think?
You look great, Doc.
Put on the jacket and the shoes.
Look at that.
There's no way it goes. Oh,
I want these so bad.
yeah. You could love paying for them.
I want one of the. I want these.
laces. All right.
You know they do sell those.
Yeah, no, they're expensive as hell. Put it in the trash.
On the corner into the Cafe 80s.
This is so questionable.
The 80s.
It's one of those nostalgia places.
Yeah, exactly.
No way they leave her here.
Here's a 50. Then wait for a guy named Griff. Be careful around that Griff character. He's got a few short circuits in his bionic implants.
Is Griff like related to Biff?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, is that just a coincidence?
not a coincidence.
Okay. I like how they portray the future of 2015.
Yeah,
They were so far off. They really thought we were gonna have flying cars.
I guess, man. I guess.
Checking landing gear.
Oh, this is literally the.
Yeah.
Shark still looks fake.
Hi, friends. Goldie Wilson III for Wilson Hover Conversion. Now hover convert your old road car.
Hover conversion, man. We thought that was going to be a real thing.
For only $39,999.
That's hilarious. Did they film this in like Universal?
Keep 'em flying.
I mean, I think it was a back lot.
Like a.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've not seen
McFly.
that flowers before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you around. Marty McFly, Sr., the man who took his life and flushed it completely down the toilet. I
It's like they got set timelines.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Graham!
It's the multiverse right here.
Two coats of wax on my car, not just one. Say hello to your grandma for me.
I got it working.
Ah.
My dad taught me about these.
I'm a crack shot at this.
It's like a baby's toy.
That's like a baby's toy.
Pepsi, perfect. Damn, Pepsi. I thought I told you to stay in here.
Fly, have you made a decision tonight's opportunity? Are you in or out?
I'm not sure that I should, you know, because I think that I should discuss it with my father.
Wrong answer, McFly! Now, let's hear the right answer. Since when did you become the physical type?
The answer's no, Griff.
No.
Yeah, what are you, deaf and stupid? I said no.
Deaf and
McFly.
stupid.
Chicken?
This guy got a soundboard.
Yeah, on his,
Chicken! McFly!
on his vest.
Nobody
Yo,
calls
the
me
ultimate hype, man.
chicken.
All right, punk! Hey, look!
That kid said, "What?"
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I need
The
to
hell?
hoverboard.
Where is it?
I already kind of like this one way better than the first.
You do?
Yeah. Because the concept of like what they thought the future was gonna be like is super dope
Yeah, exactly.
and creative, honestly, and how they pulled it off. Kind of.
Something very familiar about all this.
This honestly feels like Tomorrowland.
Kind of.
Don't burst all work on water! Unless you've got power!
That's the guy who played Bruce Lee in the Bruce Lee story, by the way.
Oh wow, this guy's got a surfboard one. Yo, I expect much from a robot. he looks like David Ortiz. He's like hunched over. But I don't understand why he didn't either do that in the first place or just...
Keep it. I got a pit bull now. Come on,
Save the
let's
clock tower!
Wait a minute.
This is it.
Cubs win World Series. Against Miami?
Back to the beginning of
Hey, they got that right though. They knew they were gonna call it Miami.
Yeah, exactly. That was the weirdest part, is when we actually had a Miami team eventually. We were like, man, Back to the Future was right.
Now this has an
It's funny though because they use
it
the
has a
gator.
dust jacket.
flying DeLorean. I haven't seen one of those in 30 years.
Since
Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
Damn!
I think he's slick back
Look at
there.
this. It's changed.
I feel like it's that easy, buddy.
You gonna take that hoverboard home?
What's this?
It's a souvenir.
50 years of sports statistics.
Oh, maybe we could place a couple bets.
Marty, I didn't invent the time machine for financial gain. All the possibilities, the perils.
Honestly, money
Perhaps even
is kind of a small-minded thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc, I'm all for that. What's wrong with making a few bucks on the side?
And this stays here. I didn't invent the time machine to win at gambling. I invented the time machine to travel through time.
I know.
This is somewhere around here, isn't he?
There he is.
No way he meets up with his past self.
You mean his future self here?
Well, the future self meets up with the past. Yeah.
Yeah. You're on the right path, I think.
The future got sexy cops.
I guess that's prerequisite. You must be sexy in the future.
Yeah.
Welcome home to the Bird Channel.
Yo, it's like bad.
It's bad resolution.
Why they change the actress? Do you know?
I think she just wasn't available, the other one.
I get married in the chapel. Oh, love.
But this is my 80s crush right here, so I could care less about the other one.
Mom, is that you? What happened to Grandpa?
Oh, he threw his back out again.
How's Granddad's little pumpkin?
How did you do that? How did he do that?
This guy's about, this old man's about to snag this.
Be careful, old timer. There's a rough neighbor receipt right here. Here it is.
This is a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, he lives in the hood, apparently.
Channels 18, 24, 63, 109, 87 in the Weather Channel.
It's I don't think that's much different than like Twitch.
Welcome home, Marky.
It's way different. Wow, there's no way he hopped in and just dropped away. Unless Doc put gas off screen.
Right. Well, remember, it runs off of fusion. Remember at the end,
Yeah,
trash.
not the gas, but the recyclables.
Big M. How's it hanging, McFly?
Everything looks like it's from the future except for this.
Right, exactly.
Did you take a look at that little business proposal of mine?
Are you ready for a fun fact?
All right.
Yes.
Needles,
All right,
is
Needles.
the bass player of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Here's my card.
Flea.
Scan it. I'm in.
To read my
It's like
facts.
Donald Trump.
Before Donald Trump, right? You're fired. There it is.
This is probably where he got it from.
Maybe.
Oh, he came back.
Yeah.
Great.
That means if Doc was thinking about putting, because obviously he hasn't realized that this has been taken and sabotaged.
Marty,
But
brace yourselves for temporal displacement.
clearly he needed to fuel.
Right.
Plot hole. Can't wait for the comments to say something about that.
Hey, you're discovering it for yourself.
How many of these were there? 3?
Yeah.
There's no way they wrap it up with a typo where it's fixed, right?
Oh, at the end of
3
3?
of 3, yeah. Like
Let's put it in the
all the
screen.
stuff that's happened, they messed up the timeline terribly. Oh,
Hey, wait a minute. What is it?
Freeze!
Hey, it's okay. I don't want any trouble.
You got trouble now, you piece of shit!
Damn.
those are my dead ops on the floor.
Those are my friends.
Marty! Marty McFly! Don't you know me, sir, from school, sir?
I've never seen you before in my life, but you look to me like a slacker.
The town center looks different.
It's like some certain things you can't change. What? Not really. Not as much as before.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damn.
welcome to the Biff Tannen Museum. On his 21st birthday, made him a millionaire overnight.
Oh, this guy.
The easy way.
Mom? That can't be you.
There's always sexual tension.
Yes, it's me, Marty. Are you all right?
You're supposed to be in Switzerland, you little son of a bitch!
My father.
Did you get kicked out of another boarding school?
Yo, Biff is not a good guy, huh?
No.
No matter what timeline.
Exactly. There's no redeeming Biff, man.
Yeah. Even the old version that clean cars, humbly.
Want to take a poke at me?
Biff has serious little dick syndrome.
Yes, I think so. Got
LSD.
issues. He's got issues, this guy. You know, messed up the timeline, man.
I think his parents are the real losers.
Yeah.
His dad was a wimp at first. Finally gets a girl, now he's dead.
Yeah.
No, please, God. Please, God, no, this can't be happening.
Into this
Part of
tangent,
this.
creating an alternate 1985. Alternate to you, me, and Einstein, but reality for
A
everyone.
branch, like we learned in Loki.
Yes,
Episode
exactly.
3. These movies really, I mean, really set the standard for time travel movies.
I'm telling you, man.
Like literally everything. And it works so well that it's like,
shit.
You think he only went,
Bitch stole my
got the
idea.
$1 million and then started all the Empire stuff, or you think he continued with the almanac?
He continues with the almanac. He can continue to make money because it was until like the year 2000 something.
Did you like the third movie?
It wasn't my favorite.
I can see that because this one seems grandiose and like,
yeah.
This one feels like almost a culmination of the story, and I bet you they just made the third one too.
Well,
because it almost seems like they tie everything back.
Yeah, they filmed them back to back, so.
I thought you crashed into a manure truck.
Got shit on.
That shit. You gotta put the clip in.
Get shit on! Your ass! Your ass! Shut the
I'm putting that clip in.
Before he died.
I don't see any resemblance.
I don't see it.
Rich. I never thought it would be you.
Yeah, well, Biff, you're forgetting one thing.
Yo. That would have killed him.
If it landed that, it would have gouged his eyes out.
Lead poisoning.
What about the police, Biff?
Oh, wow.
Match up the bullet with that gun.
Clever one.
Again, I own the police.
We gotta go back to 1955.
I don't believe it. Significant. Almost as if it were the temporal junction point for the entire space-time continuum.
Dude, this is the blueprint. It's crazy.
Literally.
Hey, here's your favorite hiding spot.
Amazing, isn't it? All right. Sunrise should be in about
Feels like I watched the movie yesterday.
Track down young Biff. Tail him. Sometime today, old Biff will show up to give young Biff the almanac.
That joke right there is gonna hit for somebody who watched them back to back. Binoculars. Yo, they just left their girlfriend in the past, in the dangerous neighborhood where they're just shooting everybody.
Exactly.
Doc, come in, Doc. This is Marty, over.
Roger, Marty.
Blues Brothers?
Are you there?
Oh, this is the first time I actually see some of his family.
Yeah.
Don't tell me this guy's playing the grandma too.
Maybe. That I don't know. That I really don't know.
They never show it?
No. Dick move.
Go get it.
Respect.
Doc.
This guy's evil all the way through. Mr. Sandman. Didn't they play this in the first one?
Yeah, that's exactly.
From his perspective.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the whole car was full. They had to pay old man Jones.
Look at this guy creeping.
Look at him.
Hey, nice dress, Lorraine. Although I think you'd look better wearing nothing at all.
Biff, why don't you take a
Oh, wow.
Biff Tannen, I wouldn't be your girl even if you had $1 million.
Ah! You and me, Lorraine! Watch it, Bud. It's meant to be! Oh, yeah, sure, right. That's rich. You're gonna make me rich?
I mean, listen.
This book tells
cinematically, like, look, there's
tells the
the
results of every
images of the
major
two
sports event
guys.
till the end of the
There's a
century.
split
Football,
of the same
baseball,
actor.
horse
This is a pretty cool
racing,
scene.
Boxing.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted this so badly.
All right, Pops, what's
So
the
I'm
game?
gonna
How did you know what the score was?
Anything like that from the
Told you,
future.
it's in this
Lotto
book.
numbers.
All you gotta do is bet on
anything.
the winner and you'll never lose.
Llama wanted the easy way out.
I did.
No, I used to think about like stealing songs.
All right,
back
I'll
in
take
time.
a look at it.
So the fact that there are so many versions of these guys in this past gives you that tension for sure.
I'm trapped.
Like to me, this was what made this movie special. Like it was like shit. The stakes are high. You know what I mean?
I'm locked in Biff's garage.
Heavy. Marty, whatever happens, you must not let your other self see you. The consequences could be disastrous. Me? Yes. Be a pal, hand me a 5/8" wrench out of that toolbox. Well, there's gonna be plenty of rain, all right. Wind, thunder, lightning. It's gonna be one hell of a storm. Well, thanks. Nice talking to you.
Well, Mr. Tannen. Sports statistics, interesting subject.
I said it last reaction. I like his suit, man. I like Biff's suit. I dress like Biff.
I'm gonna let them do anything they want. Anything at all.
Yeah, I'd like to have that in writing.
Yeah, me too. No. Ooh la la. La la.
There's a lot of words in that book.
Fine.
Hey,
Did you just take his wallet? He just took that guy's wallet.
He just got knocked the out.
So much good.
How'd he get up on stage? I don't know, but when he gets down, we're gonna nail him.
How the hell he changed his clothes so fast?
Oh, he went that way. I think he took your wallet. I think he took his wallet.
That guy had one line.
Music.
Wait, so did they reshoot these scenes?
I think it's a combo.
Or it's
right?
like a green screen almost.
It's a combo.
Let's have it out.
I feel like in the car scene, it looked like it was a little bit like hazy, almost like if they took it out of the movie.
Yeah.
I blew it. Biff nailed me. He took the book. He drove away with it.
This is the wrong doc, huh?
It's my fault, Doc. I should
No,
have
that's
got out of that
right
suit.
one.
What time is that now?
Oh,
Which way
okay.
did he go?
Hoverboard, uh-oh. Plot device.
Community Center on Forest Road. For you sports fans out there was a lot of action today in college football. Here's what happens in the top 10. Repeating tonight's
It's right there.
A severe
Oh, they're going in the tunnel. There we go. It's only as fast as your foot can kick. Kicking the score. Your turn.
Get shit up!
That's it. Get shit on. Oh man, I'd have a hard time burning that book.
Oh. Yeah, no other use for those matches but that.
Oh yeah. Then he grabbed them at
You grabbed them, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc, let's get our asses back to the future. Be careful. You don't want to get struck by lightning.
Oh no. Don't tell me this is where this one ends. Oh, cliffhanger?
He's gone.
Mr. McFly!
A letter from me? That's impossible.
Before, so this is what kind of blew him off, maybe?
Yeah.
Marty would actually be here. Looks like I lost. Wait a minute. What's this all about?
He's alive! The Doc's alive! He's in the Old West, but he's alive! There's only one man who can help me. Okay, relax, Doc. It's me. It's me. It's Martin. Oh, you did send me back to the future, but I'm back. I'm back from the future.
Hey, stop.
Now this is one of the rare previews.
Baby fly.
Oh wait, this is really the next movie?
Yeah, it's a preview for the next movie.
Oh wow, they put at the end?
Yeah,
a theater?
which is so stupid.
Marketing. This was their, honestly, this was their version of the post-credit scene.
Yeah, it's a post-credit for sure.
But they put a lot of.
They ruined. They ruined the suspense of what would have happened next.
I think that's how the movie ends.
Yeah. What'd you think of Back to the Future Part 2?
So I said it early on in the reaction. I like this one better than the first movie until they start incorporating the first movie. What they did with the future, the concepts they used of the future, they predict a lot of stuff, like in terms of technology, that it might not be like, spot on, but it was like very good, like close concepts, and it showed like they had, obviously Steven Spielberg a part of it, he had like imaginative thoughts, but yeah, man, overall I enjoyed it. I think I still like it better than the first movie.
Yeah, I liked this one better because of the potential of the future and like the gadgets. As a kid, I loved it. I was like, oh man, this is so cool. Obviously when I watched it, the Cubs were definitely the losers of the MLB. There was no Miami team. There was nothing. So like that prediction was like, oh, that's cute, right? Like it'll never happen. And it happened many years after that. But I
didn't the Cubs win in like 2016 too?
You know what? They were close. They were close.
It was like something like really close to it.
Yeah. So they were like, oh, Back to the Future predicted it. It's crazy because they predicted them winning a World Series somewhere around that time, and who knew that was real. But no, I enjoyed the first one because of how great the story was and how everything. I liked the second one because there were the details. Remember, I told you the little things that happened in the part one. If you paid attention, you saw them in part two. Each scene, the opening sequence, just so that the way I see it, right? It happens in both movies now 3 times. When he goes into the town square, it's the same camera angle, it's the same turn, and then even the same frame rate where you see the clock tower at some point. Either you get to see it twice in this one, but the second time you see it, it's Biff's casino, right? Like he took over that spot, but the tower, the semblance of the tower was still there. I didn't like how the post-credit scene ended. I didn't like that because.
But is that just from your brain now, or like back then? How did you feel?
Oh no. Back then, because we didn't know about these types of things. We didn't know. About cliffhangers and stuff. Like the biggest cliffhanger we had to that point was, Empire Strikes Back, and how that ends, and you're like, oh, what the hell's gonna happen next? This movie would have been almost perfect if they had just said to be concluded and ended right then where he passes out on the in the middle of the thing, because obviously you don't know if he's going to get there, how he's going to get there. But the post-credit scene tells you exactly that he's going to get to the Wild West. And so that sucked. Like, that sucked.
Yeah.
But I get it. It was a marketing ploy, and it was one of the first post-credit scenes, and you're just like, wow, like there's something going on next. I can't wait to see it. So,
I mean, hindsight watching it, it would have been, because I don't know. I tried to think about the, you know, how they ended it, where it's like the picture of the clock tower and them in the Western times.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if we would have seen like a passing, like a postcard or something, or like a news clipping, because they use news clippings for both movies to like tell you. No, technically they use his picture in the first one of the family, and then this one they're using the news clippings. But to go along with the news clipping, like if you would have seen like an old style like news clipping of them, you know what I mean, or like in a history book or something. I wanted to ask you, like, did your views change when you watch it again? Like,
yeah, no, I definitely, I guess because I've been watching more and more movies in HD and in different like formats, it's when you watch it in the old versions, the VHS version and the, you know, the old DVD version, like when you watch that, there's less and less that you can tell is imperfect, right? Like, but when you watch it in HD, you see green screen. Like you see, and I hate that I'm picking it apart.
I mean, even then, there was a couple things I caught.
Yeah.
The screen screen. But you know what I think it was too? like, now that I actually have the green screen, I mean, if you guys watched the last video, you guys saw my green screen wasn't the best. But now that I actually got a green screen, I started, you know, I was tweaking it a little bit so I would see like the outline. So watching this movie, I caught the outline because I've been like intently looking for it in my stuff, in my content. So like watching it, I was like, oh, there's a green screen. And that's why I asked you too about if they used a lot of scenes from like the first movie in terms of the actual scene, because it felt like there was like some hazy parts, like especially in the window when the mom was gonna kiss the son again. For the guy, I can't believe it. Also, we gotta, you know, they just like they didn't even resolve like what happened to the girl. Right. So like, was she okay? Did the future, by the time she woke up, the future was fixed? So now she's like at home, so it's okay.
Yeah. I think
I hope they kind of answered that. But
I think Doc alluded to that like if they fix it right, everything will be right. So like if they fix the timeline, she wakes up in the right place.
Armor.
He wasn't as specific with it. Now, we don't when we do these together, we don't necessarily do the normal trivia segment, but a couple of things you need to know. One, this one was hugely controversial because the actor Crispin Glover, who played Marty's dad, is technically not in this movie. It was his likeness. They used old scenes of him from the first one. He wanted to, I don't know if he wanted to renegotiate or he was just a difficult guy to work with. But if you notice now, you didn't really see a whole lot of interaction with him and the other actors. When they had him, you know, upside down, it was a guy wearing a mask to look like him.
Yeah, I was curious to that part.
Yeah,
because that was the only new footage of the father.
Right. Everything else was either a back shot of him or a side shot or. Yeah. And he sued them. He sued them because they used his likeness in the movie without his permission, and I don't think he was compensated for being in the movie. So one of the big, huge like lawsuits that happened, that the reason that you have issues now with getting permissions from families on likeness and stuff like that, because they were the first to really just kind of say, you know, forget it. I'm going to use this guy. He doesn't want to be in my movie, so I'm going to put him in my movie no matter what. So, but yeah, spliced in footage of the old one with the new one, with a stand-in body double. And so
that means they wrote him dying after they found out he wasn't coming back, because he probably would have a little bit more of a role.
He could have had a bigger role, I'm sure, in that future scenes. And then he's non-existent in the rest of the movie. So for example, the next time you see a distant relative, there's no resemblance to him at all. So it's you know, again, that's just something that was so interesting at the time, and that they had to fight for it. And I would say he's not wrong. Like, if you use my likeness, if let's just say you splice videos from my YouTube channel and you put them in your movie, yeah, I need my compensation for that. I need to be paid.
Yeah, he's not wrong in terms of it being morally right, and but also probably back then it was like, especially in Hollywood, like how I mean, how we know Hollywood today, and how they operated. They still do today, but they operated even more so back then, where it was like Hollywood, like they had gatekeepers, they had a way they ran. So I bet you like it was so big of a controversy that it. I mean, I would assume that it changed the course of like using like these going forward, huh?
Yeah, yeah. He's notorious. He's on podcasts. He's on different interviews.
He still talks about it.
He still talks about it. He's still pretty bitter about it. And he was difficult. Like like the movie itself, like one of these types of movies is so perfect in terms of the writing and the way that they have the characters scripted out. You really can't be a method actor and say, well, I think he should act or look this way. And I think that was his problem. Was like he's like, oh, George McFly should do this, and they're like, nah, dude, just stick to what we wrote. And he didn't like that, and I think that's why they got rid of him. But then that created other problems. Now the other lady too, the other actress, remember they replaced that actress too. That was a little bit more difficult. You can't just body double her, so you had to get somebody else in there, and they had Elizabeth Shue, who's a better actress anyway.
Yeah, but they didn't utilize her.
No, but again, because it
they
becomes
didn't utilize her in
distracting.
the first movie as well.
No, but it becomes distracting. I would imagine that she probably had a bigger part, but it becomes like you switch the actress. Like it starts to.
For me, and this goes to Mortal Kombat, our bread and butter. But when they did Annihilation and they changed Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. Like, I rather they did what they did with Sonya Blade and like continue to use her, as opposed to what they did with Johnny Cage and just kill him off.
Right.
Because now it's like, oh, we get it. You changed the actor, but it's like now you just deprived of. A lot of people love Johnny Cage, especially like how I forgot the guy's name, something Ashby, but how he played it. I felt like there was more storyline of the parents' like relationship internally of like, you know what I mean, that they could have played with instead of like going the Biff route.
Right, right. But you're right. You see the world now through Biff's eyes, and it's his perspective, so it gives you a different view of the movie. But
he's not redeeming at all. Even when they show you like his grandma's kind of a piece of crap. Like, normally, I think if they would have gave us a little bit more of like a softer side of Biff, because like every time you see him is like trying to get with the mom or like just beat somebody up. So it's not like they really gave you a chance to even like him. I think they could have made him a little bit more developed character overall, because then that would have made his rise a little bit more impactful. Because even that, like, to me, it kind of feels like there wasn't enough substance. Like, I felt like going back to for me personally, I don't know how you feel, but going back to the first movie kind of hindered where this movie was going, because up until they went back to where it was, back to the first movie, I was just like enjoying the movie a little bit more and more and more. I'm like, oh, I'm really excited to see where they go with this. But then as soon as they go back, it's kind of like you're watching, the behind the scenes of what you already seen.
Yeah.
So it took away. I would have loved to see like him confront evil like millionaire Biff.
I mean, but listen, it's true. Biff has no redeeming value. He has no character arc. So he's the true, just pure villain of the movie, and that's where I think you have a little bit of improvement. But he's one of the more beloved villains of movie, in cinema history. So it works, but in today's world, sometimes you need that arc. You need something. You need some humanity in the guy.
Yeah.
So actually, in the first one, he gets himself humbled, and then he becomes a different guy altogether. So you didn't see like the struggle that he went through or whatever after that punch. So,
but then that goes to my gripe, is like you just threw that away,
right?
Storytelling wise. But again, overall, the movie, I enjoyed it more than the first one, 100%, and I like the first one.
Yeah, no, the first one was good. All right, so guys, that's our reaction. That's our commentary. That's the trivia. We spliced in some trivia in there. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know what parts are your favorite. Is part 2 your favorite, or is part 1 your favorite? And again, no spoilers for AD, but make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you hit up our channels if you're interested in more content with AD. He's a Twitch streamer. He's playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, and other types of games. He's also doing late night chats, fight watches. Go to his Twitch channel. It's Twitch. It's Blackout AD, right? BLKOUT_AD on Twitch. And make sure you follow and subscribe to his channel if you'd like some more content there. And again, this is the Big Llama Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel as well. All right, so listen, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great movie watch. He's my co-host, AD. Again, you can catch us Sunday nights live, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching with us. And thank you for making another movie night. Again, be kind, rewind, and we'll see you on the next one.
I'd never lose you, baby. You're the one I keep as my prima donna, my only ruby. You are the one for me.
Yeah, I tell her, baby, you're the one for me. Never two unless you telling me you feel it too.